Normally 2 days after what is a favorite day, I tell you what, it is happening, it is here, and there you are. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. It is Mahala Monday time, and of course, boy, we're looking forward to the show tonight. And more importantly, it's just brilliant that you're here, and Rhoda is here. Hello.
Hello, Dougal. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired because, you know, these games that gets played at night, that really gets to you because I think the adrenaline is up and you only get to bed quite late.
Sleep in the day.
Exactly. So I'm good. A little bit tired, but I'm good. And I was happy. It's Mahala Monday today.
It is Mahala Monday. So it is absolutely wonderful to have you along as always. And just a reminder, it's a live show, live broadcast right now. So if you want to interact, you want something to say, please say it. Comments, really looking forward to it. And Rhoda always got the answers, so you know how it is. But put it in, and of course the details is there at the bottom of the screen. But lots to talk about because lot to dissect in the show is what we're going to do. And of course, you might be wondering if it's the first time ever you're watching it. Welcome to the light.
Welcome.
That's how I want to put it. But what's most important is we would love you to like and share. So please do that.
Exactly.
If you could do that, that is really it. That will be fantastic. So thank you very much for doing that as well. So we've been running a competition, of course, which we have been doing, and especially with the Rugby World Cup. But obviously we've got to pay homage and, of course, big thanks to the people who've made it possible. So to Grand West Casino and Entertainment World, amazing prizes, as well as Nickay Productions. We'll be announcing the winner of Predict the Score for this weekend towards the end of the show. Now, we're going to have another one, of course, for semi-final weekend. And we'll give you the details about that and how you can get into that one, all right?
Yes.
And how you could possibly be a winner. But we'll get to announcing the winner. We'll do that towards the end of the show. But well done to everybody who was entered.
Yes.
Now, as per usual, you've rounded up some things for us to talk about.
Yes, a few things that we've rounded up. Just we can chat about, Dougal, before we get to the exciting part, which is where the rugby, the green that we're wearing, obviously.
When are we talking about that?
That's right. So one of the things that was quite amazing that had happened, Dougal, was there was basically, Cape Town was named Africa's leading city destination at the recent World Travel Awards. So there we go, Cape Town. Well done. So this marks the third consecutive year that the mother city actually won this, Dougal. So hats off to you guys, well done.
Well done.
And then obviously there was a whole lot of other trophies as well, where they won as well. So Port of Cape Town was named Africa's leading cruise port. So everything had to do with traveling, obviously. So yeah, that was quite exciting and well done to Cape Town.
And I remember, especially with the cruise ships were docking, because you were just there was never space. So they've created a couple of years ago. They started with this amazing initiative of actually having a great terminal there, you know, for vessels coming in and out. So it is fantastic. But it's we're gonna keep doing it. We've got to keep doing it.
We have to keep on doing it. And you know what? It just puts everybody on the next level, because I must say, and not because I'm from Cape Town, but I just do find that, you know, a city basically it encompasses the world. It gives you a bit of everything within Cape Town. So, you know, I've had a lot of friends and people that's traveled here and they're like, you know, the city is amazing.
Yeah.
So well done to Cape Town.
And, you know, on that road, let me just say, and especially to people who live in the city, you know, you just got to go out and explore the city, man. Because I know sometimes we can't, but you know, to try your absolute best to do so. Try your best to do so.
And on top of that, because, I mean, you know, with traveling and that, so our Cape Town International Airport, they actually earned the title of Africa's leading airport. Can you believe that? I mean, well done to you guys. I mean, you're another level. And I mean, when you go to the airport, that's exactly what you experience. You know, it's another level. So well done to you guys.
Must be because all the SAA flights are done.
Oh, my word. Yeah. Then today, Dougal.
I want to get comments.
You're going to get comments. And today, people, is World Food Day.
What?
And you asked me a very good question earlier.
Yeah.
And that was the one of, do you? I think
How do you celebrate that? Like, when you celebrate something, you hold it up, you know, let's not, like a Rhino Day, we all, let's, you know, Ozone Day, and...
Exactly.
But what, do we not eat?
Yeah, so it was obviously, I think also World Food Day, it comes down to probably, there is a crisis obviously in food at the end of the shortage of food. And talking about shortage of food, and I'm looking at the egg there. So we've got the egg price crisis and egg crisis in South Africa as such. So you know that we have been hit by the bird flu,
yes.
And we lost millions of chickens that had to be slaughtered, basically.
Owners.
Winners,
Likewise
chickens.
yesterday on the rugby. Okay.
Exactly, I don't want to go there, but yeah. So this affected our amount of 20 to 30% of our country's chicken stock. So which means that some of our shops actually doesn't have eggs at the moment. They don't have eggs. So it is a crisis, especially for the people that love eggs out there. You know what? Now you can't make 3 eggs. You have to make 1 egg. You can't do your 2 eggs or 3 eggs. You need to cut down on your eggs. So it is scary. It is out there. So everybody needs to be careful. Obviously, buy from the shops. You don't have to be scared, Dougal. But you buy at the shops, obviously, that you are aware of the fact that they know what eggs they brought in. So, yeah.
And I've also heard that certain shops have been rationing people in terms of the eggs they get back. Because, because like you say, the eggs is like a huge part of our daily diet.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is. I mean, I was looking at the pricing. We've got some prices here. Checkers, they got a 6-pack of eggs, and that varies from 26 Rand to 39 Dougal. When I think 30 Rand for 6 eggs, that was 30 Rand for 30 eggs. Do you remember that? That was probably like, what, 2 years, 3 years ago? Now you're buying 6 eggs for 30 Rand. I mean, holy macaroni. It's crazy. And I mean, the one of also 18-pack of jumbo eggs cost you basically 56 Rand. The extra large eggs is 70 Rand. And guess how much is a pack of basically of 30 eggs? It's over 100 Rand.
So now,
for 30 eggs. That is like, crazy, crazy, crazy. And you know what? Sorry, Dougal. This does affect baking as well. You know that. So obviously, cakes and all of that is going to affect everything else. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
a huge knock-on. This is a huge knock-on
Less
effect.
baking happening.
Less baking, less all of that. So, yeah. But it is something to definitely take note of, and it is something to be aware of. And you know what I mean? You just, all we're saying is just be sparing with what you got. Always be conscious, and that is it. Those are... funny you should say that, because I saw the prices of potatoes and onions the other day, and I was like, okay, this is a bit... We were really looking forward to this pot of mashed potato, but it's not really that necessary anymore.
It's not necessary anymore. Even the potato salad the weekend, I was like, do I need to make a potato salad or not? Because obviously I put the egg in my potato salad as well, but I was like, no, it's not happening.
Dashed with caviar. Go to Rhoda's house. There you have it. It's all the expensive ingredients in there. A little truffle.
And then one of our people from South Africa, her name is Tyler. She basically made it to the Billboard Hot 100 at number 67. There she, look at that beautiful lady. And her song is called Water. So I was also kind of water, and I know there's water crisis and all of this stuff. But yeah, Water is a brilliant song. We actually listened to it. We can't play it obviously on air because, copyright. But we listened to it off air, and it is really, really amazing song. So well done to you, Tyler,
yeah,
for that. Yeah, and guess what, Dougal? It is now first time in 55 years that a single made it, and this young, I mean, she's a very young girl. She's 21 years old, that made it to the Billboard Hot 100. So well done.
So I got to tell you, I went back in my memory bank because the producer told us about Tyler, and I remember there was a song with DJ Cool Drink.
DJ Cool Drink?
Yeah. That they did, which was pretty cool. I like that. I quite don't know what's happening on the local scene. And then I'm just getting a thumbs up from the guys behind, like, yeah, cool, yeah. So there we go. But also the interesting thing that you were saying, this is the first time it has happened since 1968 with the Yuma Sikela that we've actually got a South African there.
Wow.
So that is it. But it just shows you the impact on the world stage. You see it across different genres, not just music. You see it in acting, especially now.
Oh, yeah.
You see it in dancing. It is everywhere. And I mean, let's be honest, the world is a global village. The world is flat now. So people who are living in different countries now, that was just when you stayed in Joburg, or you grew up in Ermelo or wherever it was, or Bloemfontein, or just outside Kimberley at Prieska, but you worked in Cape Town. So, and then it was like, you can only come twice a year. or once a year. That is now how it is,
Yeah.
because the world is a global village. It
It's a
really, really
global-
is. So
Exactly.
more importantly, South Africans are doing it.
Oh, South Africa.
They're doing
They're
it.
popping
and,
up everywhere.
and that's the important bit, man. That's the important bit.
So, Dougal, we're getting to the exciting part.
Yes.
So, obviously, we're going into our sports. So, we're getting closer to where we need to be. So, one of the things that happened was
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the MotoGP is where we're going to start things off, because Brad Binder did his thing. This man is absolutely fantastic. And also, he's doing his thing in a sport that a lot of people go, oh, why is South African? Yes, he is. And we've spoken about him
South
on the show
African.
before. This man is just doing what he's doing. Now, he finished qualified in 6th position over the weekend, of course, what it was. But, MotoGP is as grueling as it is, but well done. So always a big shout out to Brad Binder flying
Well
the flag
done.
high and doing what he does. That's actually how his helmet looked, yeah. So
wow.
the
Go
whole
Bokke.
go Bokke and all of that on the helmet. So
Cool,
and this
man.
makes it so newsworthy
Yeah.
of what was happening in terms of France. So that is
Well
truly
done,
exciting.
well done.
On that point of what's making it newsworthy, in terms of the influx for sports comments that we've seen over the last couple of days, if you look at various social media channels and what all the pundits have been saying, is like even footballers, and especially Premier League footballers, all going like, we've watched 2 games of rugby back to back, which we never do, and oh my head. Do you know what I mean? People were just talking about it constantly.
Okay.
But big awareness. So, yeah, it is just what it is.
I'm
It's
glad.
fantastic. But we're going to move on. It is really World Cup time. And some of you might have forgotten that there's actually a Cricket World Cup happening as we speak. Now, just moments ago, before we actually went on air, said, let's just check on the scores that was happening, especially with the current game.
Yeah,
And this
okay.
morning, Sri Lanka and Australia were duking it out today. I have no idea what the current score
Current
is,
now.
or if the game is finished or not. But what I can tell you is that at one stage I thought, hey, Sri Lanka is going to roll Australia here. It looks a little bit unlikely the last time we checked. Granted, it was a while ago, so I'm not sure where it is, but that is underway. But speaking of Australia, of course, they got rolled. South Africa did them.
Did they?
Yeah.
wow.
So we're looking good. We're looking good. And also, what I like about this World Cup is like completely under the radar. Because whenever it's Cricket World Cup, we're either ranked 1 or we're hot pot favorites. You know, this sort of thing.
Yeah.
This time around, I mean, the World Cup is on. You barely even, like, nobody knows the Cricket World Cup is on.
It's on at
almost.
the moment. I was just going to say.
I know people know, but I'm just saying it doesn't have. But also, it's now still the round robins and all of that. And, it doesn't have the intensity of the Rugby World Cup for now, which has hit the business end of the
Oh, yeah.
tournament. So it's a
Oh,
different
yeah.
argument. But obviously, everybody knows it's going on. But I'm just saying, normally it's like... And also, maybe it's just because it's all happening at the same time.
All at the same time.
So really
exciting.
great. So yeah, fingers crossed. Africa playing proper, man. It's good. So our next game is against Netherlands. And the last time we actually played, guess who lost? We did. And it's fine, because we do a lot for spirit. We do a lot to our upliftment. And I think that's what we did there. And then on Wednesday, there's going to be a game as well, New Zealand, Afghanistan. Now, Afghanistan did a pool. They beat England.
What?
How's that? So yeah, England's having a weekend.
wow.
Or they had one. So that is the games coming up. India, Bangladesh still to look forward to. Australia, Pakistan, and whenever India and Bangladesh are going to play, it's going to be a
was just
proper
gonna
big
ask
game.
you, yeah.
That is going to be India
Indian
and Pakistan.
nations.
Yeah, India is
Oh,
going
it's
to
your
that's
cricket
going to be a
nations,
proper
those.
one. Netherlands, Sri Lanka, England, South Africa. That's on the weekend, of course, and then India, New Zealand. So things are really stepping up. But if we could just beat Netherlands in the next over the
will,
next
Dougal.
24
We will.
hours or
Don't
so,
worry, we will.
that would be brilliant. Takes us to 6 log points. We're sitting pretty at the moment, but there's still a long way to go. That is for the Cricket World Cup. When do we talk rugby?
You can start now, Dougal. We
Yay!
can talk rugby.
It is here, people.
Go
it is here.
Bokke!
So many things. Where do we start?
Oh, my
Quarter-final weekend. Let me
word.
just...
Can we keep that one for last? Let's not chat that one now.
Let's just start
Let's start off with all the
quarter-final.
others.
4
Mark.
games. Mark Gavin says, good evening. What a game.
Everybody's waiting
Listen.
for this chat.
I'm telling you now, what a game for games. All right.
So true.
Can I just, let me just, give me 2 seconds.
2 seconds,
All
okay.
right, 2 minutes really when I say 2
Oh,
seconds.
my word.
But quarter-final weekend, I made predictions. I made predictions. I got every prediction I made on Saturday. Horribly wrong. And when I say horribly wrong, we're not talking photo finish here. We're talking, my goodness, did I really say that?
Say that,
you know,
exactly.
Sunday, brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, that is the first thing. The two games we saw on Saturday, okay? I thought, and once again, based on what we've seen during the World Cup, based on what we've seen as the build-up towards this, I was of the opinion Wales will roll Argentina just because Argentina haven't looked, you know, they didn't look blah, blah, blah.
They didn't.
Nice game, enjoyed the game. Fantastic.
Thoroughly enjoyed it, yeah.
Fantastic, right? Brilliant game. And well done to Argentina. And there was that whole thing, Southern Hemisphere, and then we were like one in at least, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then the sentiment from all the northern sides, or, you know, the supporters were saying, like, this is the 1 year, the power is going to be a clean sweep. It's all going to be northern.
It's going to be northern, yeah.
And on paper, there was a strong possibility that it could that
looked
way.
Very strong.
Argentinians had a different thing. Now, let's move on quickly to the Saturday game. Saturday, there was no disrespect.
The game we were waiting for.
No disrespect to Argentina, it was. By my mind, there was one game on Saturday. And that was the always phenomenal All Blacks, that hasn't been so always phenomenal recently, against what is the #1 team in the world at kickoff, which was Ireland.
Ireland,
right?
Exactly.
Before the game, I told you, Ireland will.
You said Ireland's going to win. Yeah.
And once again, I based it on the fact of what we've seen, the build-up. Look at the always cool, but they just sort of did a nosedive.
And
you were of the opinion.
I was of the So basically, my prediction was definitely New Zealand's going to be taking it. And I just want to get some clarity out there, because some people, I think, took it all up wrongly, that I was kind of going for the New Zealand team. I love my rugby. I watch it on a regular basis. And I was watching New Zealand extremely closely, because this is our rivals. I'm sorry, guys. My blood is groen. My blood is green. So I've just been watching the games, and for me, they weren't in the shift and the gear that they always played. Because if you look at before the games, even before we came to the World Cup, the way they were playing was totally different to what they were doing starting with the World Cup. And that's why when the two of us kind of made the predictions, for me it was really, because I think they're holding back.
So, because that's what you kind of alluded to. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you kind of said they busy with eye blind, if I could put it that way.
Yes, some wool on you,
That's
on
what
your
they
eyes.
did.
Exactly.
And based on that theory, because I shared that sentiment, then they played Ireland, and Ireland has been Jewish.
Yeah.
I mean, how many games they haven't lost?
They haven't lost.
They lost when, do you know what I mean? We didn't even have money in the world. I mean, they just been like going like, what's it, 16, 17, 18, whatever it is. But I mean, also like all Blacks have done that. But Rhoda, let me tell you something. The game against Ireland and the All Blacks, I will make the same prediction if you ask me right now. The All Blacks that played against Ireland was not what I've been seeing and I follow it very closely. And this is also based on a strong sentiment from New Zealand, the rugby partners, all the rugby people I speak to. My goodness. If I have to describe that in one word, magic. They were, you know when you say to somebody, stick it, that's what they did.
That's what they did.
Magic. They were outstanding, magnificent, phenomenal, brilliant. The All Blacks that the world, the planet have adored as probably the greatest sports team.
It's one of the rugby nations, basically.
It was magic. Zealand. I mean, but what a game.
It was.
What a game.
My word.
So I must tell you this. So I'm emceeing this thing. I'm doing this thing at the rugby screenings, right? And then one person actually came to me, who are you cheering with? Because you're clapping for everything. And I kept saying, are you watching this? Are you watching this? It was a contest. Like it was Ireland and All Blacks.
Exactly.
Wow. Ireland can hold their heads up high. You were beaten on the day. Magic.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All Blacks take a bow.
Brilliant rugby.
Outstanding. Brilliant. Because like you said, people look at the comments and they misinterpret what we say.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know if that All Black team was. That was All Blacks we know.
That's an All Blacks team that
They just been playing hide and seek.
That's how they play. Exactly.
That's what we've been saying. They just been playing hide and seek.
Exactly.
But hulle het uitgestik. They were there Saturday night and Ireland is now. Ireland shouldn't feel bad.
They did well.
They did well. But also, on this point, this is what you want to see. When you lose against somebody who was better than you on the day, then there can't be complaints because you left it on the field.
On the field.
You gave everything. So as an Irish supporter, they can look at their team and go, yeah, I'm sure they're now a little sad, cried maybe. Maybe
cried
didn't go to
terribly.
work. Maybe had a little hangover or something. That's fine. But you can feel proud that they did everything.
They
But
did everything.
All Blacks,
Yeah.
jeez.
Did you watch England and Fiji game, Dougal?
A little bit.
I did.
I enjoyed Fiji's outfit.
Yes.
I
yeah.
thought the outfits were fantastic. I could see them.
I was watching that as well. Also very nerve-wracking, nail-biting. It was really on your edge of your seat as well because I was I got everybody to actually watch this game with me because I was at the confirmation party. And, and I was like, have you got a
I'm
television?
not laughing at the confirmation. I'm just...
I said, have you got a television? I need to watch this game. So that was me. So yeah, it was very, very nerve-wracking. Yeah, I had to control myself because obviously I was in public. So, but it was a very interesting game, you know. So, and then obviously I was watching it was a Saturday, the Wales in Argentina. And their Wales numbers was falling off from their back. Did you see that?
No.
Their sticker numbers were falling off their back.
That's why
and I was
they
like,
lost.
what is going on here? It was basically on their loss. Shame, man. They had to all change their tops.
But you know what? But what it did do, it brought into perspective what a lot of people have been complaining about of how the draws worked out because...
Yeah.
But then again, we had contests. The English game, the Fijian game, it was a contest. It wasn't a lopsided thing. It was a contest.
Yeah,
and
it was crazy.
Wales, Argentina, it was a contest. Argentina rocked up. They rocked up.
No, they rocked
Gave it
up.
all,
They were
and there we go.
there.
Semi-finalists. Semi-finalists.
Exactly.
And then
So-
England, semi-finalists.
Exactly. So, Dougal, now we can get to our game. South
Yeah.
Africa and France. So, where our chickens went. We don't have chickens to give us eggs right now. So, yeah, this was the game, obviously. I think everybody last night. I think, me personally, I think when the game was done, there was a few people that ended up in hospital. I think the emergency section was packed with people that was complaining probably of their heart. Because did they have us on the edge of our
I echo
seats.
your sentiment. Let me say this. When Ireland and South Africa played, I said it here.
Yeah.
Best game I've ever seen. Then Saturday night,
Yeah.
All Blacks Ireland.
Yeah.
Best game I've ever seen by distance, right? That was the best game. Last night,
Last night.
the best game. And we were spoiled, man. If you
top class rugby.
If you were alien that arrived at 5 o'clock in the morning and you said to the person, show me your sport and they show you, do you know what I mean? You got aliens running around now playing rugby. I'm telling you, it was outstanding.
phenomenal.
It was outstanding. Likewise, not to go back to the All Blacks team, but the Irish team was almost a home game for them. You know what I mean? Because all the people, they were Irish in the stands. Last night,
Yeah. We were playing against France.
everybody.
Against the whole stadium.
Everybody.
Because all you could hear, even the booing, and I
Everybody.
was getting so irritated because, respect. How can you boo when our guy is kicking? Our guy, when they had to kick, it was quiet. But yeah, they...
That's what you got to do as the crowd, man. But it's the emotion. It is all of that. It was battle. It was war.
It was war.
And once again, it is hearties for France. It is hearties for France. You feel for them.
Exactly.
Not because the World Cup is there, but once again, if that game had to be played right now, you know what I mean? The French left everything on the field. They can keep their heads up high. Brilliant. They gave it a go. On the day, 1 point was the difference.
1 point. 1 point.
1 point was the
It was
difference.
like a tennis match. Ping pong, ping pong. It was
What a
going,
game.
yeah.
What a game. Absolutely.
Jabbar.
Saturday, South Africa will win, of course, because I know this is where we're going to get at. What do we see now happening with the semi-finals and the potential final? I know this is where it's going. That's what Jabbar is saying. South Africa will win, of course. Look, the one thing, and let me address my opinion, the one thing I've learned over this weekend, I gave the All Blacks no chance against Ireland. Once again, I give Argentina not a chance at all against the All Blacks. But what if Argentina now beats the All Blacks?
Nah, it won't
Also, I
happen.
think we will pull the wool on England. But what if England beats us? Provided the team I support has left everything on the field, I can't complain. That's it. Yeah, I'm sad, but when you gave it your all, you've
Yeah.
lost against a better opponent. What can you say?
Yeah, exactly. We will all be crying, obviously. But I'm telling you,
Crying in, you know.
South Africa is going to beat England, Dougal. I mean, I swear on that. If it's going to be again a tight one, because England's going to put all stops out. Look here, they're going to have to. But you know what I've realized? Whenever South Africa plays, no matter how bad the team is, they flip and push themselves to another level, because then it's like, okay, we're playing South Africa. Have you noticed that? If they're playing with other matches, other countries, they play their game, you know, like, oh, what's happening? But as soon as they play against our team, there's just another level. They're going to fifth gear, even sixth gear, because they know for a fact they cannot play this game in second gear or third gear. So they put everything out there.
Look, it was amazing.
So I'm telling you, England's going to do exactly the same. They're going to put their sixth gear.
Firstly, did anybody see Jacob Pieper being replaced as the referee? Because he pulled a hammy or something.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh,
shit. No, I mustn't laugh.
Other dude.
Let's not laugh. Let's not
So,
laugh.
quickly, before we talk
Shame,
scores
man.
and stuff, referees, because I know look, I was, last night I was going, oh, come on, Ben O'Keefe, this and that and all of this. He let the game go, he had a good game, but there were moments where I thought, okay, not so much. And then I had to now compose myself, go look at it and all of this. Because we won, I don't really care.
Yeah, true. But I'm sorry.
I think he let it
The game is a game.
Even
though you say
I think he did well.
No, he didn't do well. I'm sorry, he's a crap.
I don't care anymore about him.
I do care, because you know what? At the end of the day, your name's at stake. And Dougal, I always say your name is important. And I'm sorry, but if you're reffing at that level, I've got no respect for you. I have no respect for you.
Because that's what the French is saying.
You need to ref fairly. I mean, there's a few refs that I've seen out there. They're refs brilliant. You cannot, at this stage, at the quarterfinal, ref, ball knocks, Fafi kicks it against one of the other players, French players.
We passed it there. And then...
No, you're an idiot. And also, where was the TMOs? I mean, this whole World Cup, TMO felt like there was a fifth ref sitting on the sideline, because every time something happens, the TMO is always saying, oh, let's go back. It was scored. The ref says it was a try, but yet the TMO says, no, something happened, and then the try doesn't happen.
I love that.
So where was our TMOs?
I love that you defend the French here. But it's fine. We're still in... I love that you defend them. I love that you defend them. Yeah. But let's talk about some of the moments. When's the last time you see a conversion attempt being charged down? Cheslin Colby.
Cheslin.
Because that's the 2 points.
I'm sorry, I've been watching for a very long time.
Have you
always
seen
see
that?
the guys run when they're kicking, but I've never ever seen somebody actually flip and do what he did.
I've seen that charge down many at school level.
Exactly.
And happened in my games at school level.
Yeah.
And not because it was charged down by players, normally a spectator, because the guys just kick bad. At school level, baby. I've never. Maybe I have, I just can't remember, but I can't.
I was confused, because I was also like, okay, now what happens now? I really didn't know what was going to be next. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was interesting. Beautiful.
It was fantastic. Listen, man, all I can say before we do the scores, you know what? Big respect to Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Big respect to Fiji. Big respect to Wales. Big respect to France, because they made these games wow.
Brilliant.
The winners of those respective games, wow. Magic, fantastic. The emotion levels were there. I was thoroughly entertained. I was applauding, even as a neutral. It was spectacular. Yesterday was, and I kept saying, "Oh, that was the best game." And then, "Oh no, this is." I kept
I just kept.
And we're going to the semi-finals. It's going to be interesting. So, Rhoda, we predicted scores.
That's right. We predicted scores, guys.
How did your score stood up to the South Africa-French game? We both had it that South Africa was going to win.
Yes, we both had that.
Now, we do know the final score was 28-29.
28-29.
Right.
So there.
Well, these were our predictions.
Look how close you are.
No, not bad.
Well
done,
done, Google.
Yeah, but it's not bad. But we're always there now. It's all right.
37, you were very close.
No, but the way they were going, and look at one
For
stage.
me, it was exactly that. It was close. It was going to be that close.
I thought there's going to be 50 points in this.
Yeah,
do you know
exactly.
what I mean? 40, 50, whatever.
Yeah.
It was
very tight.
Not bad, but you could use us as a guide, but you know, normally, and I'm always one out. Let's be honest.
You always one out. Well done, Dougal. Well done.
But that's not the point. The point is, Rhoda, that if you watching this as part of the Mahala Monday family, you get a chance to win by predicting the score. And that is exactly what we've asked you to do. So it is that time.
It is that time.
Where we're going to do it, and we'll talk about the predictions and look at the fixtures to come up, but it is that time. And once again, we just want to say thank you very much to all the entries that came in. Also, thank you very much to the sponsors who make this all possible. So really big shout out to Grand West Casino and Entertainment World, because one of the prizes comes from them, which is, of course, a wonderful, wonderful experience for you. For 2 people to the value of 700 rands, quarter deck restaurant voucher. You get to have yourself a glass of wine if you want. That's all part of it as well. For soft drinks you want, whatever. And a fabulous meal. So that is the one prize. Then the other part of it, which takes us to 1,000 rand value, is this wonderful bag to the value of 300 rands as well, which is great for cameras and everything else. Right?
Yeah, waterproof and basically everything.
And there's things in here. Oh, the paper, the stuffing here. And I'm emptying it for a very important reason. Because I want to use it.
Okay, you may do. You may.
Yes. So we've asked you to predict the score. Somebody's going to get all of this, the closest people. And we've sifted it down.
Oh, there were
entries. Thank you.
Entries, I'm telling you, it was so good. Actually seeing everybody's scores.
Just to my family, put the 0 in the right place. When you say 2005, don't refer to the year. Get the scores right, man. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But 2 people were obviously awfully close.
There was 2 extremely close to.
Ask these people for
identical.
They were identical.
To the T. They said exactly the same.
So the closest to what the score we have, which obviously the score that we know, was 29 to South Africa, 28 to France. Then there was a prediction of 29, bang, on the Springbok score.
Exactly.
26.
Here we
and
go.
Another one, bang, 29,
26. Exactly.
And that is Casey Lisa Dras and Tabile Guane. So the 2 of you, there's Casey Lee's entry, or you can't see it. I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to ask Rhoda to draw, because one of you, either Casey Lee or
How did you fold yours?
Yeah, let me fold it. Let me fold it.
Then it looks exactly the same.
And Tabile, one of you will
there's nothing inside.
Walk away. No, Casey is inside.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying there's nothing inside. It's just this 2.
All right. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, let's take this.
Take that out as well.
Right. So there we go. So Casey is inside. Tabile is inside. All right. Yeah, they're there. All right. They inside. One of you is going to walk away. 700 rand quarter deck voucher and the bag, baby. It is all yours. And good luck to both of you. Rhoda?
I'm ready.
You're going to draw. Look away. Rhoda is really responsible for deciding the winner. You want to blame somebody? Blame Rhoda. All right.
Must I read it? You're going to read it.
And
the winner is... Drums, please. Tabile Ngwane.
Well done, Tabile. Well done, Tabile Ngwane. Of course, you get the prize. We're going to be in touch with you. It is all coming your way. You're getting this absolutely fabulous camera bag, proudly sponsored to you by Nickay Productions. That's coming your way and more. You're getting yourself a wonderful, fantastic restaurant voucher as well at the one and only Quarter Deck Restaurant. Proudly brought to you by Grand West Casino and Entertainment World. So, man, you're going to have a feast. You're going to have a bag. When you go, take the bag with.
Take a bag with.
Do you know what I mean?
Just sling it and keep it there.
Just roll, because you want to take a picture. You want to take a picture. I'm going to put all the other things in here. We will be in touch with you, Tabile. So, very, very awesome. Here's all the... I'll just put it here for now. But Tabile, I'll just put it here for now. Well done, man. Well done. So you're asking yourself, okay, I can do this. I can predict the score. I can be as close as possible. If you get a spot on, brilliant, okay? Closest, we draw as we do if there's multiple entries. But all you got to do is predict the score for the next South African fixture.
There we go.
And there's still one. We will be taking on England.
That's right.
This coming Saturday.
At 9.
At 9. Stade de France, semi-final 2. All right, so this is how you do it. You give us your prediction for the game, the scores.
Yeah.
Very simple. Direct message, Nickay Productions, social media platforms. WhatsApp number?
082 316 7910.
And that's where you send it, baby. Gotta send it before kickoff.
Yes.
Okay, so don't send it like on Sunday morning because it's not gonna.
Too late.
You know what I mean? You gotta send it before kickoff. It's a 9 p.m. Saturday night kickoff. You gotta get it in. Tell us by how much you think the Boks are gonna beat England.
Exactly. Or if you feel England do go.
Yeah, you had to now say that.
I had to say that. You know, we had our 1 or 2 people that actually went the other way and didn't give it South Africa's way. So you know what? Heads off to you as well.
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. So anyway, so what do you think is going to happen? Okay, so we got the semi-finals. Yeah, so let's go with our scores.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, let's talk about the Argentina-New Zealand semi-final. Who do you see winning?
Oh, between the two.
do you see
So obviously
winning
New
there?
Zealand.
Yeah?
New Zealand.
Do you
New
give
Zealand.
Argentina any chance?
They will go into 6K, definitely. They're going to give Argentina a hard time. Don't get me wrong, they're going to give them a hard time, but unfortunately they're not going to make it. I'm sorry.
I
you?
predict New Zealand will be shocked because they can only send 5 Oaks on the field and win the game comfortably. I'm joking. No, seriously. If Argentina pulls one here, chew.
Wow,
I mean,
going to be... Oh,
yeah. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, it
I
won't
just
happen.
don't see it happening. And I wish them well. I wish it's a lekker contest
Exactly.
again. But
Yeah.
it's gonna, you know, we make it sound like, yeah, it's a done deal. No, it's knockout.
it's not. We've seen it this weekend,
yeah,
Dougal.
anything can
oh,
happen.
my word.
The Argentinians are not gonna just roll over.
No,
they
they're
gotta give a proper
They're going
fight.
to give a big fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. But I do see New Zealand edging this one.
Most definitely.
I do see them edging this one. Then, of course, the wonderful, the incomparable, currently ranked #1 in the world as of this morning, because of what the games that have happened now. New Zealand ranked #2 in the world. Yeah, Ireland has slipped, France has slipped. Currently, the world
I didn't even
champions,
think of this.
the world champions, ranked #1 in the world, the holders of the William Webb Ellis Trophy, the team who has lifted that trophy in 1995,
That's
in
right.
2007,
There we go.
in the last World Cup,
There we go.
in 2019, is taking on another team. Who are we playing again?
We're playing England.
I shame.
Yeah, but don't I shame. They're also going to go into 6K, Dougal. They're also going to put their best foot forward.
What do you think is the score going to be?
So we obviously gave our prediction scores before that. So I predicted at this point, if they can put that up quickly, because I can't remember, my brain is not so good anymore.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Let me just remind you, a couple of World Cups ago, we beat them 36-0. Okay, but it's not that time now.
It's not, yeah,
They're
it's
gonna-
different. It's different players.
Yeah, they will lift
Yeah.
up. But
So there's our scores.
30
I said 39-30. You 24-12.
I've got no idea why I'm saying 24-12. It's the whole thing that you put into my head about the eggs and everything, and now I'm 2 dozens and all of this.
You're working in your dozens there.
That's where I'm going
And 30
with
eggs
this.
my side.
Yeah. 24-12, I think it's tight. You know, I think it's going to be a tight affair. 39
It's gonna
certainly
be.
sounds tight, so they
It's
will
going
be
to be.
scoring. But yeah, but we both obviously see the Boks taking it.
Now we're both seeing the box taking it. There ain't no two bits about that. If it does, and we don't want to mention it,
So
because like you don't want to
possible.
jinx it, but yeah,
Possible.
possibility.
Possible
yeah.
we play New Zealand in the
I
final.
told you, what did I say?
You said this weeks ago.
Exactly.
And when I asked you for lotto numbers, you went, huh? Why do I even hang out with you?
If I remember numbers next time, I'll give it to you. Yeah, and that's it, Dougal.
That's pretty much it, man. Listen,
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching. What an absolute amazing, fantastic time. There's some
Oh, there's
people
some
who are
of our
obviously
fans.
celebrating. I want to know, listen, in the comment section, let us know, man.
Exactly.
Maybe your work was just extra happy. Maybe your Monday felt like a Friday.
Send in your
Maybe you were still pretty much Friday night this morning.
Yeah, that was
Whatever
some
it is, let us know. Let us know.
Exactly.
There's some.
That was some of the pics that was
yeah.
posted onto our social platform, Dougal. So, you know what we said, let's give them some airtime there. So if you want to send your pics in, guys, send it through your
No,
pics and we'll
definitely
give you a
do.
bit of airtime, yeah.
I definitely do. And the big thing is, of course, just, man, you can just tip your hat to all the teams who
Oh,
contested
yeah.
the quarterfinal. That was outstanding.
Outstanding.
Boy, am I
nerves
excited.
are
I'm looking
wrecking. My
forward
nails
to
is
this
all
weekend.
gone.
I'm looking forward to the semi-finals. It's going to be brilliant. But most importantly, don't forget, predict the score. Get your scores in by no later
Yes.
than 9 p.m. South Africa time. I know people across the borders watching this, but 9 p.m. South Africa time, you've got to get your scores in by no later than then. The prize, of course, absolutely brilliant. Now, after semi-finals, here's the cherry. It is final.
It's finals
right?
then.
And guess what? The prize value jumps up quite a bit.
Exactly.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Can I say?
Yes, you may, Dougal.
May we say?
You may say, Dougal, you may
Okay.
say.
It's going to be brilliant because the value of 8,000 Rand.
Woo-woo!
Compliments of Grand West Casino and Entertainment World. That is
There we
coming
go.
your way for the final. The
The
details will be
final.
revealed next week. You have no choice but to tune in for the next Mahala Monday show. It's going to be brilliant. The details to message your scores is at the bottom of your screen. You got to get it in.
Yes.
It is fantastic. Go Bokke.
Go Bokke, Dougal.
Man, what a weekend.
What a weekend.
Like and share, everybody.
Yeah, see you guys. Have a fabulous weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rhoda.
Bye, Dougal.
Thanks, everybody.